Hi guys, welcome to Saki's Kitchen. Today we'll be traveling with our taste buds as I take you through on how to make this very special reverse or kalabari native soup. You sure know I'm going to come with this, right? To make this special soup, I'll be using some cow beef. You can use fresh fish if you want, it's optional. I've got some Utazi leaves. If you can get bitter leaves, that's perfect. Palm oil, Scotch bonnet, seasoning cubes, raw king prawns, egg fish or stockfish, fresh ones. Some of you know it as panla. Some cocoa yams, I'll be needing 2 of that. Red and white onions, you can use any one. Mussels and some table salt. Now, if you're in the UK and you want to get some of these seafoods, it's easy. I got these ones from Iceland. They've got the seafood mix that's got other seafoods in it and the raw king prawns. For today, I won't be using the other stuffs in there. I'm just going to use the mussels. Now, if you're in Nigeria where you can get those periwinkles, ingolo, and other seafoods, feel free. Your soup is going to be lit. So the first thing I would like to do is season my meat with lots of onion. Add some water, just enough to cook your meat, and I'm going to cover this and allow it to cook for 45 to 50 minutes, basically until it's properly cooked and tender. So just in case you don't want to go through the stress of cleaning your prawns, by that I mean taking out the shells and all of that stuff, it's all right. You can just use from your seafood mix. You can decide to use everything from there because the prawns are already cleaned and cooked. Yes, you can just use that and save yourself the stress of cleaning that. And it has squids, but I'm not going to be using the squids in it. So I'm just going to give this a good stir, just so every other part is properly seasoned and properly cooked. I think I need to add some more water because the beef is still very hard. So while our beef is still cooking, I'm just going to prep the cocoa yams by peeling off the skin. And I'm sure you'll be wondering why we're using cocoa yams for soup. We're going to be using them as thickeners. This soup does not require flour. No, because we're going all local, we don't need flour in our soup. Please, if you're still around, leave comments in the comment section to let me know if you make similar thing where you're from. So I'm just going to add some more water to cook this until it's very, very soft. At this point, I like to add my fish to steam up nicely with the meat, just so it can add and take some flavors from the broth. The meat and fish are ready and nicely cooked. I'm going to add some water, just the right amount of water I think will be enough for the quantity of soup I'll be making. You add your cocoyam. Now the amount of cocoyam you use also depends on the quantity of soup you'll be making. I'm adding this much because of the size of soup I'm making. So after adding everything, I'll just allow it to boil without covering the pot. So as you can see, we don't have any visible cocoyam. You just simply cook or allow to boil until they melt away. And I'm just checking the consistency because I don't want it too thick or too runny, just in between. So there's a trick to this soup. The more you allow to boil, the more it thickens up. And for me, this is still too runny. I'm just going to allow it to boil for further few minutes until I have my desired consistency. At this point, I'm going to add my meat and all of that good stuff. Hold on a second. Have you subscribed? What are you waiting for? If you haven't, please click on that subscribe button so we continue cooking. So the reason I've gone for hake fish or fresh stock fish is because when you stir, it doesn't just go in pieces. You can still find chunks in your soup. This is when you add your periwinkles, oysters, ingolo, you name it, all of those seafoods. I miss home. Just add them all up. The last thing you add is your bitter leaves or Utazi leaves. Now I'm going to advise if you're using Utazi leaves, these are quite more bitter, I'd say, compared to bitter leaves, so you don't want to add too much so you don't ruin your soup. I've just added a bit of crayfish for taste, and that's it. Native soup is ready. Now most times we tend to stick with what we know, egusi soup, vegetable soup and all of that. Sometimes it's good to try out new recipes. Who knows, you might just get stuck in. Please, I would like for you to try this recipe out. Let me know what you think in the comment section if you found this video interesting and helpful, or if you're going to try it. I'd like to know. Hey! Look at all of that goodness in one plate. What are you coming with? Eba, semo, fufu, it goes with everything. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to share. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.